Hello everyone, what's up? We are once again back in the den in S.H.I.E.L.D. for some Dynamax adventures. I know, it's crazy. We're finally back. Even booting this game up again, it's just like... it's funny, before I ended stream yesterday, I booted this game up just to get ready, and then I actually had to go boot back into ZA because I needed to take some footage for my Source of Justice video. But now we're back in here, truly. I'm once again asking for your adventuring. Your Dynamaxing and your adventuring. Look at Senti. What an old pal. So the last legendary slash UB that I picked up was the one and only Tapu Koko. Which, I was so happy to have this. I'm so glad the Tapus are all done. Best way to level up in Sword? Get as many candies as you can. Which you get from all the, like, the raid dens and stuff. Just try to stock up on candy. I think that's the easiest way to level up. Oh wow, I have to, like, relearn how to navigate this game. Yeah, I have a ton of candy just from all the dens and stuff I've done. Yeah, so we have a little bit of news to talk about tonight, chat. Back to old reliable. It's true. Also, I have 999 Dynamax candy. Do I need any Pokeballs? I didn't even think about this. Okay, so I have 2 friend if Latios shows up. I have 3 oh, man. I kind of miss a little bit of ZA already. In that I miss having lots of Pokeballs and not really having to worry about them. You know what? Maybe we'll throw some Beast Balls now. Yeah, the stuff that leaked today, there was a character model, which she looks kind of interesting. It's just a gray model. There's no detail. And then somebody put out a map, which apparently is old. It's apparently from 2024. So I don't know if any of that is really worth talking about. Because it's old info. Yeah, when in doubt, chat, I might have to bust out a Beast Ball. Oh, it's so weird. I'm trying to play this game like ZA. I'm trying to play this game like ZA. It feels weird. Oh yeah, the type null thing is really bad. When they came out with the home rewards for this game, that type null is a problem and Cubfu is a problem because a lot of people did not put Cubfu on home. They just evolved it into Urshifu like the story tells you to. So a lot of people needed Cubfu. There were a few other problematic Pokemon if memory serves correct, but it sucks. It's stuff like that just sucks. This game should have definitely... The Isle of Armor should have given you 2 Cubfu. It should have given you 2 Cubfu, is all I'm saying. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We're getting ready to go back into our first Dynamax adventure of 2026. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? So if you're new here, chat, we usually do a warm-up solo run. And by we, I mean me. And then after the first solo run, I open up the lobby and anybody who wants to join can join. So we'll keep that going. We will keep the tradition alive. But we're gonna just do randoms. Wait, why did I link the Discord? I meant Dynamax. Oh goodness. I need Articuno, Lugia, Azelf, Palkia, Zygarde, Solgaleo, Nihilego, Celesteela, and Guzzlord. The Latis are both in here too. And I will keep them in here. Because, I don't know. Why not? I think, yeah, there's... I had to get a Type Null traded to me because I did not have one. I actually did not have one. Yeah, completing the decks for this game, especially for Pokemon Home, was quite rough. Yeah, the last time I played Shield was for Snom Mist, so it's not like it's been that long since I've played this game. Here's all the Pokemon I've tried to... Did I really... There's no way I tried to run a Licky Licky. That's probably just a Lickitung I tried to hatch for. Look at all my old Masuda shinies. You got Snom, and Snom, and Snom, and Snom. Oh, so many classics. The Heavy Ball Snow Run. What an inspired choice. Oh, Darumaka. I miss Darumaka, chat. Oh, you know who else I miss? Nidoran and Nidoran. Nidoran and Nidoran. Ziggy. Aww. I have so many shiny Jangmo-Os. I was so happy with this shiny, and then Jangmo-O is one of the easiest pseudos to hunt of all time in Kitakami. Oh, my original Trico, Bagon, Goomy, Funky Kong. Oh, great stuff. Great stuff here. You could see this is an old one because it's in a Pokeball. This was a Grookey that was hatched before the ability patch existed, if you can believe it. Wooloo, Lucario, Pelly. I hatched this Pelipper the night Mystery Dungeon came out. Oh, there's my OG and Indeedee. Inteleon Cypher. That's a great name. Maractus. Oh, no way! My Slowking is Pokerus! Remember that, chat? Remember Pokerus? That we'll likely never get again because COVID killed that. Oh, Beware, Zoroark. Espresso. So many good shinies. Oh, I should take footage of this. I need to get footage of these fellas. I recorded my intro for the Swords of Justice video this morning. And I said twice over, so I gotta show these guys. Hopefully, at some point this year, maybe some Reggies can sit next to them. Possibly. But yeah, my last shiny from Dynamax Adventures was Kangaskhan. And the last legendary was Coco. So, we're just gonna do randoms tonight. So let me do my first warm-up round. Remember how to play this game. And then I'll open up the lobby and anybody who wants to join can join. Okay, we're starting off strong with a Wide Garter. Oh, wow. We're getting right into it. It's a flyer. So this could be Lugia, Articuno, or Celesteela. Wow, it's like nostalgic to hear this music again. So we got Alfie, Sophie, and Poppy. Now, I enjoy playing with people in chat, but it's definitely nice to not have the animations on when I'm just playing by myself. It's a shame that if everybody had their animations off, it would just keep the animations off, but it doesn't work like that. Oh, we're gonna see G-Max Kingler again. It's been so long. Everyone ready for Santa Crab? The King Crab. Cookie. I know, Galaxy, I saw that. Pretty funny. That right after Pokemon gets these big Lego sets, they're announcing that they want to do Yu-Gi-Oh! Ones. Hopefully they aren't like $700 like the Pokemon ones. A dignified cookie. Cookie. I love Kingler, such an underrated Pokemon. I feel like even after having a Gigantamax, Kingler is still underrated. Hey, at least it's a better Gigantamax than Machamp got. Blue Eyes White Dragon, but Lego. Yeah, they could do Blue Eyes, they could do Red Eyes, they could do like the Duel Arena from OG Duel Monsters, like from the Pegasus arc. That'd be fun. Alright, we're definitely holding on to Kingler. I hope Alfie takes this. Okay, well, as long as somebody does. Okay, we have another Wide Guarder in front of us. Is this a good omen, chat? 2 Wide Guarders? So if you're new to Dynamax Adventures, Wide Guard is basically your best friend if you're fighting Zygarde or Kyogre or Groudon, Landorus. Who else? All your usual customers. You want to have Wide Guard. Wide Guard will save your life. And your Wide Guarders are Hitmonlee, Mienshao, Kingler, Mantine, Pelipper. Did I forget one? But you always want to keep an eye out for a good Wide Guarder, especially if you're doing Zygarde or Kyogre, Groudon. Which would be $40 to $200 range. I bet they'll do a Millennium Puzzle. Yeah, a Millennium Puzzle makes so much sense. All right, we're down 1 heart already. Okay, and we're already getting into the NPCs pulling some shenanigans. Yeah, I'll open up the lobby after this one, and anyone who wants to join can join. See, the NPCs in this game are very bad, to say the least. And they will cost you lives, and they will cost you matches. It is inevitable. It's inevitable. It's inevitability of it. The NPCs are not programmed with any amount of intelligence. And that sucks. Alright, Poppy, you're getting a little greedy for me. You're getting a little greedy. Okay, so this is either Articuno, Lugia, or Celesteela. Well, I don't think I'm brave enough to take a life orb when I have that little HP left. Ooh, these are all terrible. We're already hitting some of the classic Dynamax Adventures milestones. Only would have been better if it was like 4 different seed items we could never use. Okay, this is dangerous. I need to get out of here. Uh-oh. Come on, let me out. Let me dig. Let me dig. Okay. Woo! That's the one thing I like about Dynamax. Well, not just the one thing, but what's fun about Dynamax Adventures is that you kind of have to gamble. Is this Pokemon worth risking several of your teammates' lives for to help you better against the final boss? Risk versus reward. Does a Millennium Puzzle whine about adulting and post on Facebook of how great the 90s were? Is that the millennial stereotype now? What millennial has Facebook? Okay, I'm gonna hope Poppy takes this. Nope. Okay. Poppy was greedy until she wasn't. Okay, time to find out who our first customer back is. It's Articuno! Appropriate. Articuno arrives to us in the dead of winter. Alright, we need Dugtrio to carry us here. I guess I will wide guard. My life sucks and I wish I were dead, lol. I know what you mean, I know what you mean. Okay, we're protecting people with our wide guard, so... Yeah, keep going for Mist, Articuno. I will post this in YouTube chat, but those are all the Pokemon left in my pool. Everybody else has been accounted for. And GG. Easy peasy first round. We're so back. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see for Legends Galar. Are they gonna do regionals, or are we gonna just get nothing but Gigantamaxes? Nope. 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 Aww. Could you imagine if Articuno was shiny right out of the gate? Would have been incredible. Yeah, I definitely noticed the fandom looks down upon Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing the most, it seems. It really does. Okay, there's Kyogre. I was like... Couldn't remember some of my dupes there. Oh yeah, I have picked up Kartana. I love Kartana. What a fun Pokemon. Oh man, remember when I got Tina? Oh, perfect. Perfect friend. Alright, I couldn't remember what dupes I had for a second there. Let me get online. server is... Are you serious? How does this always happen? I have the worst Dynamax Adventures server luck in the world. That's so funny. How does this always happen? Okay, well, good news is that server maintenance is only ever like half an hour, if that. So we'll just keep doing solo until the servers are up. That's so funny. What terrible timing. What terrible timing. Alright, this is a pretty good team. Jolteon is so good. And I see Mantine in front of us. Okay, so what is this? Solgaleo or Celesteela? Hunt Zygarde spiritually alongside you. You wish salty eye cream, so do I. He's just been working. Yeah, my first Dynamax stream in months and they're doing server maintenance. That's hilarious. Yeah, Solgaleo always gets people. You know who else also gets people? Sapsip or Azumarill. When you run into Azumarill in Dynamax Adventures chat, do not hit it with grass moves. Don't do it. It's a mistake. It's a trap. I mean, they're pretty evil for that. It's such a troll ability. Alright, Jolteon. Mantine hates to see an electric move coming, and we had 2 Pokemon that are electric. So sorry, my friend. Hey, Mantine would be a new one. Just saying, game. Mantine would be a new one for the Shiny Living Dex. You could be Shiny number 875 Mantine. If you want to. You dare to dream. We're fighting a Steel, so I think I'm gonna keep Salazzle. Okay, nobody wanted to take Mantine. That's fine. Ooh, I'd much rather fight Alcremie, because I'm sure one of the NPCs is going to trade away a Pokemon. Okay, come on, Patricia! Patricia! Come on down! Patricia! Not William, not Isabella. Patricia! I hate you. I hate you, Isabella! I hate you, Isabella! Jolteon's so good! No! Oh, no! We're definitely back in Dynamax Adventures, chat. Also, I want to reiterate that in the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Dynamax Adventures I've done, I have never seen a dupe. So when I talk about the Pokemon I have left, that's who I have left. That did so much damage. I think Kangaskhan has Dig, too, which I don't want to see. It's been nearly 10,000 years. Great. We just have essentially one Pokemon that's dead weight on the field because the stupid little girl had to go pick up Pyukumuku. Awesome. Great. And Kangaskhan's out here dodging hydro pumps. Wonderful. We're so back, chat. It's like I never left. And I'm dead. Probably just should have fought El Creamy, but then one of these idiots would have taken it into a steel match. Oh boy, I can Dynamax my dead Pokemon. Yeah, very funny when you miss a Dynamaxed Pokemon. It always makes me think of Mushu. Wow, she actually got the counter off there. Bless her heart. Alright, Salazzle, you ugly, ugly, ugly creature. Can you do something? No, no, Munchlax, you must live. Jeez, that's the most firepower we're getting, is Munchlax going for Body Slam. Yeah, clear the field when you have like 15 HP left. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, outrage into the Pokemon with 10 HP left. Thank you. Wow, this Lantern is ass! My god. This Lantern has not hit a single Hydro Pump. Somebody get him a pair of glasses. I can already feel the tilt. The Dynamax tilt from these trash NPCs. I feel like most musician stands are very, what would the word be? Unhinged? Oh, Isabella, you really fucked us over. Isabella really screwed us, chat. I think it might be over. They're such bastards for putting Pyukumuku in here. So funny, you guys. Let's put worse Wobbuffet. Oh, great. We go from Pyukumuku to Claydol. No. I can't believe this. They need to protect the queen. Won't somebody think of the billionaire, please? Save her. Ah, don't show me these annoying NPCs up close. The way Kangaskhan just vanished. Hey, Lantern. Can you maybe hit a Hydro Pump now? Would be pretty swell. Oh, you have Flash Fire. Of course you do. Pin can set terrain, at the very least. Pinchin. What a name. At least it can set electric terrain. Pyukumuku has no benefits. Except, I mean, it's cute, but doesn't really help you when you're in battle. Yeah, there's server maintenance happening. Just my luck, right? Not the one you'd think it'd be. Lampet's name could be Lantern. It really could. No, Kangaskhan is so good. These NPCs. They're doing the most. Another round of terrible items as well. We're definitely back in Dynamax Adventures, chat. Oh my Lanta, it's Celesteela. No, I didn't miss you, Celesteela. I didn't miss you. Oh boy. Burn, please burn. Hyper Beam Claydol with normal gem. What? Yeah, I'll check after every round to see if they end the maintenance early. I don't think they could have given this Pokemon an uglier stance if they tried. Also, look at the size difference. That's my favorite thing about Dynamaxing. All the really big Pokemon and legendaries end up looking kind of small in comparison to other Dynamax little guys. Yeah, that is how big Celesteela should be. Regular Celesteela. It's like, wow, we're back fighting the UBs. It's been so long since I've seen these fellas. There we go, GG. Yeah, very nice. Celesteela, I think, is the hardest UB to fight, so. Done and dusted. So we opened up with Articuno, and now we just fought Celesteela. Nope. Aw. Oh, what? What? Okay. As if I didn't have enough Kangaskhan from ZA. Okay. Alright. Oh. 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 Celesteela. Okay. Wasn't the last shiny I got a Kangaskhan? Is this a back-to-back Kangaskhan shiny? My second round and I'm already rolling a dupe. That's incredible. Yeah, it was! My last shiny was a Kangaskhan. Let's check the date. October 12th. That was the last time I picked up a shiny. And it was a Kangaskhan. That is... okay. That's... How many Kangaskhan's is that for me? Do I have any? A 3? That's my third Kangaskhan, chat. Yeah, that was right before ZA. Okay, let's see if, can we get online? No, one was Hardy, one was Serious. Nope, still maintenance. It usually ends early, so hopefully... Oh my goodness, we're getting great choices tonight. Pick Rotom. No! Poppy! Rotom's so good. Another flying. Articuno repeat, Lugia, or Celesteela repeat? I do think Flareon is valuable. I actually think Vaporeon is the worst EV in here. Jolteon is quite good, and I think Flareon is pretty decent too. Yeah, the NPCs in Dynamax Adventures are very brain dead. They don't really seem to be programmed with any logic. And they cost you lives. This isn't like Scarlet and Violet Terror Raids where the NPCs die and there's not really... I feel like that was a direct answer to this. Trying to understand what motivates you to be artistic. That sounds annoying. I just am. Is what I would say. The inner workings of my mind are an enigma. Yeah, they really can feel like enemies and trolls. They will sabotage you. If you have two NPCs in Dynamax Adventures that have weather, they will go for weather for the whole match. So one will go for Rain Dance and the other would go for Sunny Day. That type of behavior. They're so good at that. You never want an NPC to have a Pokemon with entrainment either. So Araquanid, I think Dedenne has it. That is a disaster waiting to happen. They don't know how to use Endure. They don't know. Yeah, they don't know how to use Substitute or Rage Powder. Yeah. You play this long enough where you start to figure out the trappings with the NPCs. You have to steer them in the right direction, and even then, sometimes they can't be helped. Yeah, acupressure, they'll just spam the entire match. It's bad. Sneasel, Glass Bones, Paper Skin. Yeah, people sleep on Oranguru. It's a seriously good Pokemon, especially in Dynamax Adventures. Instruct is so handy. I mean, we've had matches where human people have passed up Oranguru, and it's like, no. No, that's a good orangutan, please. Who is that? Munchlax again. I don't want to take Hatterene just in case this is Steela again. I also like doing randoms because it adds a little bit of extra spice. Let's go for Screech again. Also, moves like Screech and Acid Spray are so valuable in this mode. A Selgor is your best friend. When you see a Selgor, take his hand. He'll guide you to the promised land. Yeah, I remember when Sun and Moon first came out and Oranguru was all over VGC. I'm surprised Chinchino isn't in Legend ZA. Yeah, Doug Trio has kind of a... It's like he's always tapping his finger. He just can't sit still. The Alolan Doug Trio's always stimming. 2 more weeks left of this stinky ranked season. Oh, it can't end fast. We don't even know what they're gonna do for the next season. What if they're like, you can bring 3 legendaries? You can have Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, and Mega Rayquaza. I would weep. I would shed a tear. No, okay, well. Probably would. SmackDown Armaldo is so good. Dean. Come on, Dean. It's Articuno again. Okay. I mean, I think it's supposed to snow in a day or 2, so... Articuno's just dropping by. Dang, I want to go for Screech, but I also want to max. Delete your game file. You got your Swampert and said you're out of there. It's so stressful. I was thinking it too, because it's like, I don't know if I really enjoyed playing with Groudon or Kyogre. Like, it was satisfying to get like a big Origin Pulse kill off, but it's kind of difficult. Especially when everybody else just has 3 Primals or 3 Rays on the field. It sucks. 3 Primal Kyogres? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I never noticed more people DCing than I did playing this season of Ranked in ZA. We had so many 3-people matches that just stunk. And it's the exact same thing in Scarlet Violet right now. If you play either singles or VGC in Scarlet Violet, what are you going to get met with? Kyogre, Zacian, Calyrex Ice Rider, Calyrex Shadow Rider. Game Freak thinks everybody loves playing with legendaries. Yeah, Rillaboom, Incineroar, boring. GG. You're never boring, Articuno. You're always a hoot and a half. Oh, you're trying with Staraptor, yeah. I tried out Staraptor a little bit. It was definitely a challenge. Yeah, you absolutely need Taunt. Ho-Oh is one of the better legendaries right now in SV. Ho-Oh is a big tanky boy. And you're not shiny. You are not the shiny. I think just Golisopod is very good, but a lot of people are not running Mewtwo, I noticed. There are not many Mewtwo people. If you have Hoopa or Mewtwo, you do not want to see Golisopod. Aw, we're still in maintenance. That's unbelievable. Oops. You see, look at me. I'm typing in the code. The muscle memory never fades. Oh, look who it is. It's Barb. I wish Senti was a little bit better. Oh, speaking of psychic legendaries, this could be Latios, Lugia, Azelf, or Solgaleo. We have no... Oh my goodness. Noctowl and Exploud. I think Mewtwo is fun. How do you save the Legends routes? When you get to the end of the Dynamax adventure, she'll ask you if you want to save it. You can only save 3, which sucks. I wish you could save more. I don't know if anybody has any luck with Mewtwo X, but I feel like Mewtwo Y, you could get some stuff going if you have the right lobby. But again, all it takes is somebody's like Marshadow or something like that, and it's like, well, this sucks. Too bad I can't Mega Evolve Barbaracle right now. Mega Barbaracle feels like one of the megas that's gonna be kind of forgotten. I don't even dislike it. It just, I feel like nobody ever talks about it. The Centiskorch just went for Slam. My least favorite Pokemon move in the history of Pokemon moves. Why is Slam still around? Salamence is surprisingly good against Primal Groudon. I did see a few tournament results with a Salamence on the list. That's kind of fun. Maybe we could try Sally out. I think the Salamence I saw had like a scope lens, so it wasn't Mega Immense. But that's probably a case where it's like Baxcalibur, it's just personal preference. Or Garchomp, honestly. Some people prefer running the Mega, and some people prefer like Focus Sash or Life Orb. They didn't give us anything to work with here this round. Slash. I like Alolan Sandslash. Cool guy. Pun not intended. Or was it? Yeah, I think T-Tar is really fun. I think all the pseudos are viable in at least some way, shape, or form. Lost Lugia at 1% because the NPCs decided not to do damage. That is soul crushing. I've lost rounds like that before. The NPCs decide to they decide to get cute and not attack, and you just lose. I'd be interested to see if Garchomp Z is able to be viable or not. Again, losing the ground typing and not having stab behind those earthquakes, I think hurts it more than not. But I don't know, every time Absol Z or like Lucario Z show up, they are kind of scary. They're just gonna pull out a ton of moves like poof poof poof. I feel like, especially like Lucario Z, always runs into your face before you can even blink. It's tough because sometimes you see some people running Pokemon and they're like, they have 10 points, they're killing it, they're doing great, and then you decide to run that Pokemon and you get destroyed in every match. Why it not work for me? Yeah, I had that experience with Skarmory. Everybody else's Skarmory is insane and gets 5 points a match. My Skarmory sucked. Couldn't get anything done. Drill Run. Don't you have Triple Axle Hitmontop? Yeah, I'll tell you what, I did not want to see, Absol Z when I was running my Mewtwo. You don't want to see it with Golden Go, you don't want to see it... It can be a scary Pokemon. But yeah, it is very frail. What's up, Yeti? Yeah, as soon as you change your team, you're like, oh, let me switch a few things around. You're immediately met with the counter resistance. I don't know if I hate Primal Groudon and Kyogre as much as I don't like Mega Rayquaza. It's just such a cheesy Pokemon. And it's hard to lock onto because it's so high in the air. You have to kind of tilt your camera up a little bit. What's up, Azel? How have you been? Uxie and Mesprit have been shiny for years for me now, and you're the last remaining one. Also, I feel like Dragon Ascent always... It has a bigger hitbox than it deserves. I hate that lady has Emma's face. That lady has like the kitty Emma face. Yeah, he does have so many moves that take him off screen, exactly. You get ready to fire an Ice Beam into Rayquaza. Oops, Dragon Ascent, bye. Oops, Fly, bye. I kind of wish the Rotom forms were a bit more viable in ZA. Like, people use Rotom Fan. And I do think it's decent, but it's not... It's not hitting the highs of Rotom's past victories. Although maybe it's a good thing that most of the Rotoms are not very viable, because people would just hide in the corner and thunderbolt you from across the field. Oh, Azelf, I need you to chill. Oh, thank you, Rabombi. Thank you for saving me. Oh, the Thunderbolt spam is so tilting. Especially when you have like a Gyarados. You fear for your life. It's all fun and games until an Ampharos or Rotom comes out. Or Xerneas. Xerneas is always dropping Thunderbolts. Yeah, Porygon 2 and Z are always doing it too. No, stop! Azelf, please. Oh, thank goodness. Sandslash with the save. Critical save. I'm gonna catch you in a Beast Ball. Why not? Why not? I've entered my Beast Ball era, chat. Yeah, Wakanberry is definitely nice on Gary, but I love Life Orb too much. I miss the extra damage. PLZA has changed me. It has. And yet, Azelf remains not shiny. Little fricker. What's up, Enzo? Unfortunately, we're in maintenance, so I haven't even been able to do any multiplayer rounds. Which sucks. Yeah. We're still in maintenance, womp. So I've just been doing some solo runs. I see passionate about Pokemon. It's a pleasure watching you. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's hard to run grass Pokemon now because... Or it's hard to run Pokemon weak to grass because everybody's kind of woken up. I'll take Sandslash again, why not? I know, I finally bring Dynamax Adventures back and it's a maintenance night. Alright, it's apparently Flying Night. I've fought Articuno twice, and I've also fought Celesteela. Abomasnow is decent, but kind of risky. What's up, everybody coming in? We just started a new round, a new Dynamax round, and we have a flyer at the end. And Charjabug is here. Great news. Things are looking up. Oh yeah, the Partner Direct. Do we think anything's gonna be shown during the Partner Direct? No offense. Gotta keep him guessing. Your hope is for Okami too. Oh wow, you're dreaming big. Muscle spasms in your shoulder the past week. Oh, that sucks. I hope you have a good heating pad. I don't know, is there anything else that they could announce that'd be super duper like, whoa, no way. Yeah, the partner showcase is tomorrow. 6 a.m. PT for roughly 30 minutes of upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch games. GTA 6. Yeah, I mean, maybe Rockstar will be there. Maybe not for GTA 6, but they could do Red Dead 2. Yeah, Square ports, definitely. We'll get Gen 10 before GTA 6. I mean, they're apparently not done with the game yet, so maybe you're right. Yeah, that's a good thing to bring up, Mimikyu. Apparently, there's gonna be a Pokemon Super Bowl ad. Whatever that means. They showed a little teaser of it, and it's just like Jigglypuff. I mean, the Pokemon... it was Pokemon Go. The Pokemon Go Super Bowl commercial from years and years ago was always a pretty iconic one. You could tell that had a nice budget. A football Pokemon. Football! Yeah, it's just a Jigglypuff in a waiting room. We have a rugby Pokemon. Oh yeah! Not Oranguru. Pissimian. Are you talking about Pissimian? Yeah, I guess Pissimian kind of is like a sports monkey primate. Oh my goodness. Wigglytuff, hang on. Hang on, Wigglytuff. Now listen, I love Charjabug. Great guy. Huge fan. But did you have to take it with you on our team? Kind of giving Pukabuku right now. You're hoping for an FF7 remake through limited run games? Then you get it in like 2035. Didn't the guy that like founded or ran the company leave limited run games over the Sonic Generations Shadow debacle? I was really hoping you'd let Ivy take that, Janet. Oh hey, speaking of Oranguru. It's a monkey business. Oranguru and Pissimian are both in here, and they're both pretty good. Again, people sleep on Oranguru, but it's a very good Pokemon, I promise you. And Pissimian's not bad either, honestly. They should do like a regional form for Oranguru where it gets all freaky deaky, big like psychic creepiness. That'd be sick. I think I'm gonna watch it with Tyler when he gets home from work tomorrow. Did I already go for SD? Yeah. Also, ads are gonna play chat, but we're fighting a Rangaroo, so... This might take a while. Yeah, the partner direct is tomorrow, chat. Classic Nintendo announcing it with like 1 day. I bet there will be some like sports games that they announce. Maybe they'll have more for, well, I guess that'd just be first party Nintendo. It's not a partner thing, never mind. MLB The Show. Madden 73. Coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. What am I catching you in? We'll just do heal. Yeah, when's the last time we had an indie direct? Again, the Nintendo leakers, I feel like, have just been very quiet. Pyoro! That's the Nintendo leaker. I was trying to think of his name the other day. Pyoro. I kind of want to take this. But, oh, Sandslash is good. Really wish Portia had taken that. Janet, you're so greedy. Yeah, most of the Pokemon leaks I see now come from Ball Guy. Like the expert belt. Instruct does the move again? Yes. You just have to be careful that you're not faster. If you instruct a Pokemon and it hasn't moved yet, then you just wasted a move. And a Rangaroo has more speed than it should. So that's the only thing I'll say about that, is just be careful of instruct. Celesteela. Nice crit. Oh no, all the Wigglytuff is doing is gleaming. A Rangaroo does have light screen too, which is nice. So you could always open up with the screen and then go for instruct. That'd be safe. You're going to instruct the Wigglytuff's dazzling gleam. That's a choice. I really like her Rangaroo because I like when they design unique Pokemon around battle mechanics. It's fun. And don't instruct max Pokemon. They can't go for multiple max moves. So if I get instructed here, it would be a waste. Remember Hail? And at least Alcremie has Mystical Fire. Yeah, see, the Instruct failed. All the Oranguru needs to do is instruct the Charjabug. Instructing Zacian to Behemoth Blade twice. Oh, Wigglytuff, you're stinking up the joint. And Beast Boost is so nasty. It is nasty, nasty, nasty work. Our server's back up? That would be nice. Yeah, imagine being able to pull up with Zacian. Randy? I hope not. I hope I have a Randy-less Thursday. Yeah, they're what they are is snowball abilities. Grimnay, Beast Boost. All it takes is one and you can get buried. Ugh, Celesteela. Stop critting us. That was not even necessary. All an NPC did was use entrainment. Yup. So never let them have Dedenne or Araquanid. Well, you know things are bad when we unmax. D-max. We need some good RNG here. Stop going for Instruct on the worst targets. Janet is kind of killing us right now. I just do no damage here. We need Charger Bug back. When the world needed him most, he vanished. Charger Bug, the last bug bus. Flinch, please, please. You had Expanding Force this whole time and you were going for Gleam. Okay, Charger Bug, get in there, buddy. Oh, this is so scary. Oh, it just keeps targeting the Wigglytuff over and over again. Unfortunate. This is another boost. I hate Celesteela. It's such an anti-fun Pokemon. They've done it. They've made the worst qualities and the biggest move pool and the most annoying Pokemon you've ever seen. Please, just instruct. No, why is the Charger Bug going for String Shot? No, see what I mean? The NPCs, they just love getting cute right at the very end. Oh my goodness. If I go for Rock Slide and get instructed, I can't do another one. I have to go for Avalanche. Round! Okay, well, good thing I knew Janet was gonna do that. And that's GG. Oh, unfortunate. Typical Celesteela match. So close. Yeah, it really is like a womp. It really is just like a big womp. Alright, servers are up. Look at this. 2 people still left playing this. Oh, we got more. No, there's more. We got Ethan, Kev Dog, Gucci. The gang's all here. Alright, chat, if anyone's around, feel free to join. If not, we'll just keep doing solo. Do 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 do. Oh, is that a guy that does bot trades? That's funny. Yeah, those guys are all still here, if you can believe it. All those hosted shiny guys, yeah, they're all still around. Chat, did anyone else not know that Cyber Chase was still happening? Was that just me? Also, who are these other characters? I recognize the original trio and Digit. I don't recognize the Penguin or Steve from Stranger Things or the blue-haired robot woman? Or the guy with the glasses. Also, there's like a little shape. There's like a little shape creature back there. Fascinating. There's worlds out there you've never even seen. You can tell which characters were added in the new season and which are original. Who would have thought? Who's voicing Digit? Was it he was voiced by Gilbert Gottfried. Who's voicing him now? I thought Arthur stopped. Is Arthur still going too? I'm gonna have to look this up. Cyber Chase. We're beating Hacker at his game. Like, those original 3 kids should have, like, their PhDs in mathematics at this point. They've been doing math for a long time. Alright, we've got a Psychic. So, Lugia, Azelf, or Solgaleo. Solgaleo. Yeah, Jackie, Matt, that's right. Top rated episode from July 16th, 2010, Hackerized. Beating Hacker at his game. I know, Jaded, we're so back.
Wonderful.
Yeah, let's go Red Wing. Do I want a max here? Red Wing, thank you for the 60 months. I appreciate it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30. Aww. Hit the max limit of shiny boopers. Thanks for the tier 3 for 60 months, Red Wing. I appreciate you and the support. Ow. That's unfortunate, pile of swine. You didn't have to go and do all that. No Zygarde focus, just random. We've unfortunately found too many Celesteelas tonight, and there's been some Articunos and Azelf. Yes, look at them. They hold the ultimate power. Is Christopher Lloyd still doing Hacker? No way. I can't believe this show has just been running for so long. Crazy. 148 episodes and 15 seasons. Farm Dynamax Adventures, I know. It's a classic. I mean, it's still such a great way to shiny hunt legendaries, genuinely. I think it's one of the best ways to shiny hunt legendaries, just period. Especially on the Switch. Yeah, it was kind of funny when we were doing some of the Dynamax adventures before ZA came out. It's like, oh, I knew. I knew Phalanx, I knew Barbaracle. Kind of fun. Pokemon Day is in just a couple of weeks, chat. Just a couple of weeks. It's gonna be a big, beefy boy. Its Mega could have worked as a G-Max. Yeah, it could have. Both of them, I think. Both Phalanx and Barbaracle, I feel like, could have worked as Gigantamaxes, their Megas. Did they announce the stream today? I didn't even see. It's just always such a given. I mean, good. We're starting to get into the second month of the year. Let's start getting some news. I'm ready. I'm ready. Can you believe it? Pokemon Day. Only 2 weeks away. Oh yeah, I think Poke Park Kanto opened today too. I actually looked on YouTube a little before I went live to see if anybody uploaded like a vlog or something that we could watch. But I think it's too early, so... If somebody uploads like just like a casual fun vlog or something, maybe we can watch it and see if the park looks any better. I do like G-Max Venusaur quite a bit. I actually like Gigantamax Venusaur more than I like its Mega. Same thing with Blastoise. I can only imagine how difficult it is to get tickets. They probably have a lottery system. Japan loves their lottery systems. I think they had a lottery system for the Ghibli Park, which this Poke Park seems to be taking a lot of inspo from. It's crazy to think we're leaving Gen 9 already. I know. I think I'm definitely ready to leave Gen 9 more than I was ready to leave Gen 8. I mean, obviously, I'm still playing the Crown Tundra DLC right now. I don't know when I'm gonna go back to Scarlet Violet anytime soon. Yeah, it is nice to take a break from Felipe. There is definitely a point yesterday where I'm like, wow. You're feeling a little teensy bit burned out on this game. I mean, I still have plenty of shinies to get from ZA, but as long as if I pace myself, I'll be fine, I think. Throwing this in and like Sapphire and a few other things maybe, that'll help. Not having to go to Ansha's donut factory in hell every day would do wonders for me. You miss random grass encounters? Yeah, Jaded. There's definitely some bits of old school Pokemon that I feel like just got lost in the shuffle. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We are in a Dynamax Adventures match against a Psychic type. So for me, the Psychics I have left are Azelf, Lugia, and Solgaleo. Which says something, because there's a lot of Psychic legendaries. I've gotten through a lot of them. There are a lot of Psychic legendaries. Lots. What's up, everybody? We're about to fight Scyther. Scyther's in every game. Well, these are kind of crap. By the time you got to Unova, you were done with grass randoms. I feel like they kind of try to do both in this game in Sword and Shield. You have the huge wild area, and then you have the random patches of grass that you could walk in and encounter, or they have Pokemon that spawn in the wild grass. So they kind of tried to have their cake and eat it too. Yeah, when you get into the encounter with a Pokemon and you already know it's shiny, you do lose something there. Like when I got my shiny Wooper in this game from just a random, just walking through the grass, like nothing can beat that. The surprise element really does go a long way. It's a bad day to be bug flying. You picked the wrong day to be bug flying, bro. Yeah, it's the type of combo where it's like, did anyone test this? It's such a bad combo. Randomness and rarity. I want more pure flying types. If they're gonna give me more flying types, I want them to be pure flying. This is our first match since servers came back. Rookity. Rookity is pure flying, and so is Corvisquire. And then, yeah, Tornadus. I think there's 3. Just 3. Which, that's wild. There's 1,000 plus Pokemon and we only have 3 pure flyers? 3? When flying has existed since Gen 1? It's like having Rotom Heat being the only electric fire Pokemon. It just doesn't make any sense. The longer you think about it, the worse it gets. Alright. Who we got? Oh, the lion. Alex the lion. Yeah, normal flying encompasses regular flying. Just pure flying. I can take this at least. Big Sand. I'm surprised they didn't give Palo Sand a Mega. There's Solgaleo's weird back vein. I'm grossed out every time they show it. It gives me the ick. Why did they put that there? Yeah, they haven't done anything for Mimikyu yet. It's such a popular, darling Pokemon. I mean, they keep putting it in every game. But yeah, no form or anything yet. What should they do for a Mimikyu form, chat? What would you personally like to see? Maybe Mimikyu turns into like a Gengar or a Lucario. Puts on a Gyarados outfit, because Gyarados is in every game. Or something not Pokemon related. Ditch the costume. Show the creature underneath. The little creature. Yeah, that would be... they would do that character. Palo Sands in all these games, and then they don't have it in Wind and Waves. Where it would make sense. Should get different costumes of other popular Pokemon. Starting to fall apart. The costume's starting to fall apart, desperately trying to hold it together. Yeah, maybe you'd see more of Mimikyu's true form that way. I feel like we have a few Pokemon that they could reveal something terrifying beneath. Like, what are those spikes on Jinx's dress? I'm scared. Yeah, Mimikyu kind of reminds me of the Fluffles from Yu-Gi-Oh! No, Palo Sand. Palo Sand's little rotating shovel is so cute. I love it. Her normal hip spikes. Seriously, I swear, Jinx has like 9 spider legs under that dress or something. Oh no, this might be GG. Damn! We could have had this! Why did Solgaleo have to attack our most frail members? We could have had this. Okay, maybe that's not appropriate, Palo Sand. Palo Sand, that was not appropriate. No. 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 Isn't Jinx canonically just a wig? She definitely turns into hair. in Stadium 1. Oh, I'm not used to the sound effects that the Switch 2 numbers make. Mufasa got away from us. Does that make us like Scar and the hyenas? Are we the baddies? I've had Lunala shiny for like 5 years at this point. Solgaleo. Lunala was my second shiny Dynamax legendary after Ray. 4 rounds is all it took for me to get Lunala. 4. Solgaleo. Is it the normal ZA you're used to? Felipe scammed me for the last time. We'll probably return to ZA this weekend. Maybe we'll do the classic, a little bit of shiny hunt and a little bit of ranked. If I feel like a glutton for punishment. If I want to go see Kyogre and Groudon kill me. Alright, so Dragon. This could be Latios, Palkia, or Guzzlord, or Zygarde. I'm gonna hope it's not Zygarde, considering we don't have a Wide Guarder. We opened up with like back-to-back Wide Guarders when I first went live tonight. It was amazing. But now they've all vanished. Shiny hunting in ZA with Dynamax Adventures in Shield. Yeah, I could definitely do that when I homebrew my Switch. I think I need to get a bigger memory card to do that. I think my memory card I have is too small. I know, Relicanth is so good. Look at him. Stoic. Oh, hey, Malamar, too, but we knew about Mega Malamar. There's a lot of Megas, future Megas in Dynamax Adventures. Speaking of Pokemon, I'm surprised never got a Mega. They've never done anything for a Azumarill. Kind of surprising. Like, if you weren't around for Gen 1 into Gen 2, Marill was one of their big boys. That was one of the big marketing Pokemon back in the day, and I feel like it's kind of fallen off. Good night, Galaxy. Have a good one. Never seen Malamar in ranked. It's so bad. They should be fined for how bad they designed Mega Malamar. I need somebody to serve some time for this. Let's just make some bullshit. Peekaboo, yes, Peekaboo. I would love to see them do a weird, gross Lantern. I kind of wanted to pick Seeking there just because I need it shiny. Seeking is one of the few Gen 1 Pokemon left that I need shiny. The Muscle Band. Yeah, whoever designed the stats for like Mega Malamar and Mega Scovillain, you're my enemy. That's my op right there. Oh, that would have been cute in Fire Red Leaf Green. Regional Deep Sea Circuitry. That sounds amazing. Where like all the tentacles would move it forward. I can envision that. I can envision that. the head draws in fish like a lantern fish. Lights up. The Berserk Gene. That is such a weird Pokemon item. I bet if you asked just a random person, you know what the Berserk Gene is in Pokemon, they would be like, huh? The what? The huh? I wish I could bring you in as ZA, Electabuzz. Although I feel like physical electric types they struggle so much, man. How would Electabuzz or Electivire be better than just hitting the Ampharos Thunderbolt button? Yeah, Dragalge's pretty trash. Unfortunate. Pyroar too. Nobody ever brings Mega Pyroar. A Minora. Chat's thinking outside the box tonight. Yeah, Mewtwo's hidden ability should have been something with that. Yeah, Mewtwo's abilities are so trash. Like, oh, strongest Pokemon ever. I don't think so. Not with those abilities, my friend. Yeah, Pressure... It's funny, because Pressure is actually the most effective it's ever been, I feel like, has been in Dynamax Adventures. When you have a rough ride, and then you inch to the finish line in the final boss, and you have low PP, and you're fighting like Palkia, Pressure can really suck. Pressure can be quite bad. And that's the only time I feel like you could ever say that. Berserk, where it functions like a beast boost, yes. I feel like Ho-Oh and Lugia kind of escaped early legendary fatigue. Like, Ho-Oh is a genuinely, like, good, strong Pokemon, and I think Lugia is to some extent as well. But Mewtwo just... somebody help him, please. Yeah, you can't compare, like, Mewtwo to modern legendaries that are all just so cracked. Miraidon, Zacian, Calyrex Shadow Rider, like, there's no way. There's no way. Yeah, the servers are up. Yeah, give Mewtwo his giant spoon back. That's the only way he can win. Yeah, the Hoenn legendaries are just built differently. They're just built differently. And think about it, in ZA, they don't even have their abilities. And they're already just so good. Imagine if they had their weather abilities, Desolate Land. Then they'd really be insane. They should give Rabombi something. I like Rabombi. Cutiefly is one of my favorite Gen 7 Pokemon. Yeah, Miraidon is just ridiculous. Electro Drift go burr. I think Calyrex is still a crazy guy too. And don't get me started on Urshifu. The power creep in modern legendaries is just wow. Also, we all have bands. Look at us. Somebody gonna take the B? I can take it. That works too. I know, Urshifu is so... being able to hit through Protect. Crazy. I can't wait to see what Champion's first season is gonna be, chat. I'm both excited, intrigued, and scared at the same time. I'm just scared for this one. I didn't miss fighting you, Palkia. I'll have you know. Palkia's exerting its pressure. Oh, Palkia, I hate fighting this Pokemon so much. Let's just try to get a Paralyze or something. Come on, open. Open, open. There we go. Miraidon was getting C grades across the board. That's wild. How could you look at Miraidon and think, mid? I mean, Koraidon's pretty great, too. I think both Koraidon and Miraidon are very, very good. I think they did a better job making those two competitive than Zacian and Zama in Gen 8. The nerf to Zacian actually made Zamazenta the better one in Gen 9 meta. Champions is the free game for Switch and mobile that we will hopefully learn about very soon. It's gonna take over as the official format for things like VGC. So it's a big deal. Yeah. Body press on Zama? Oh no! No brainer. The servers, they're melting! You think they'll shadow drop it on Pokemon Day? It's weird, because where do they slot it in? You might be right. Because March is gonna be Pokopia. Paralyze. Go Relicanth. 2. That is such bad luck. You guys think it's gonna shadow drop on Pokemon Day? That would certainly be exciting to give me something to check out on stream that night. Be like, oh shit, Champions? No way. If they don't announce Coliseum and Gale of Darkness on that day, like, what? Okay. The game said match over. Alright, that kind of sucks. Sometimes the game lets you go to the end, and sometimes it just pulls you. It's random. You don't see Pokopia doing that well. It's just so curious to me that they made it a game keycard. But does your average consumer care about that? Yeah, I don't like Ditto Human. Ditto Human is kind of off-putting. I know they're going for like cutesy Animal Crossing character, but apparently there's dungeons and stuff in Pokopia, which is kind of interesting. Are we gonna be able to shiny hunt in Pokopia? And how apocalyptic are we talking here? Are there gonna be, like, tons of references to Kanto in the past, I wonder? How many references are they gonna have in there? How much dialogue is gonna be in the game? I have so many questions. You defeated Palkia? Nice. Too bad the game said no to me. GG's. The great Pokemon War Surge talked about. You just want to see Gen 10? You will likely get your wish. I just don't know if your average consumer, like, cares about game key cards or not. It's hard to tell. Ooh, Clefable, love her. She's so good. Wow, we're just missing Swampert. My favorite Hoenn starters, Blaziken, Sceptile, and Lycanroc. Yeah, Pokopia is a full-priced, expensive game. Will it be worth $70 plus tax? Or whatever your local equivalent is? Can't say for sure yet. Okay, we got a lot of bugs, that's nice. The Simeon's here. And Flygon's a bug in spirit. Spiritually a bug. It's tough to be a Flygon. At least they put Thievul in ZA. If there was any Pokemon that made sense to be in France, it's this guy. Look at him. So I think the Pokemon Day presents, they're gonna start off with a little montage, a big emotional montage. We're gonna go through all the different gens, all the different eras. They're gonna be like, wow, Pokemon. And they're gonna be like, wow, Pokemon. And then they're gonna get into all the mobile stuff. So they gotta get through Pocket, Pogo, Unite, Friends just got an update, if you can believe it. Pokemon Friends. Blah, blah, blah. All the mobile games. And then... maybe they'll do NSO stuff like Coliseum and Gale of Darkness. Too hard to say if there'll be anything else besides those two games. And then I imagine they would do Pokopia and then Champions and then Gen 10? Is how I think it'll be structured. We're gonna catch you in a Lux Ball, my friend. Although I already have you shiny from ZA, so you missed the boat, Feeble. The bus left the station. Oh yeah, they gotta do TCG stuff. They'll probably announce, like, the final few sets before we get into Gen 10. Oh, so we're fighting a Psychic, so this is Lugia, Azelf, or Solgaleo. A Selgor is up there. Go grab Mimikyu. Or not. Not announce a thing. If they want to piss everybody off, they could do that. If they want to incite riots, they could do that. They know they have to deliver. They know they gotta deliver the goods. Again, with like Pokemon Red or Blue or anything like that, I have to see it to believe it. What do I want to do here? Clefable's moveset is kind of a challenge to work with. I don't want to... You really have to be careful not to waste all your power points. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the reaction to Gen 10 from everybody else. Gen 10 be the next gen game? Yes, I think it'll be a Switch 2 only game. I think they'll put Pokemon Concierge in the Direct. I feel like Pokemon Concierge's second season kind of flopped. I mean, I'm going by vibes, which is maybe not the best unit of measurement, but no, I don't think I saw a single soul talk about Season 2. I don't think people realized it even came out. Yeah, I haven't seen it either. Tyler and I binged the first season when it came out, because it's very short. Concierge is a very short show. And then when Season 2 came around, I don't know, I feel like I got my share. Like, I'm good. Yeah, I'll get to it. We'll get to it when we get to it. Damn, Clefable. Dishing out the big damage. Oh yeah, Clefable also got a Mega. There's tons of Pokemon who got future Megas here. How fun. I think people just want Ash to come back. I don't think there's any actual evidence that that would be the case. Again, from what I've heard, which grain of salt and all that, They're just gonna have a new cast of characters for the Gen 10 anime. They're gonna finish up with Liko and company and then just have a new cast. I almost said GG as if that was the boss. Mine. Yeah, we're gonna get into the... Is there gonna be a new Eevee in Gen 10? All the old tired conversations are gonna be fresh once again. Oh boy. 9 months of is there gonna be a new Eevee discussion. Great. I just cannot pull... I pulled another Salandit full art from Mythical Island. Damn it. I'm gonna have to pay in pure points for that Rainbow Mew, I already know. New leads might not be a bad idea. Yeah, I feel like that's fine. I really thought Roy and Liko's teams were pretty boring, honestly. It's not really the characters themselves, it's their teams. Like, Roy just has diet ass shit. That's a good out-of-context sentence. Ash the character. Diet ass shit. And Liko's team is just, I don't know. Oh boy, Hatterene, Meowscarada. I mean, I guess she just got an Armor Rouge, which is more interesting. I know, when is there gonna be a Wigglytuff Mega? When will it be her time? I guess she did get Screamtail. You think her Charlo's evolved too early? I think it feels like they're wrapping up. I watched the trailer for the new season, and they're like storming the enemy base and getting back like the ancient Pokemon like Kleavor and stuff. It seems like it's drawing to a natural conclusion, which leads me to think that rumor is true. Yeah, aren't you glad Horizons gave such spotlight to underused Pokemon like Lucario and Charizard and Pikachu and Dragonite? They never get any screen time. I'll give a pass to Ceruledge because it's a new Pokemon. If they all had new Pokemon, I would not have complained. I'm sorry, but Roy's shiny Lucario is just so... It's just way too much. It's like, get out of here with this. Okay, we know Ash just had a Lucario, so we're gonna give Roy another Lucario. How do we make it different? I've got it. Make it shiny. Yeah, I think Dot has the most unique Pokemon out of the three of them. Oh, so it's Latias. Hi, Latias. How are you? Guess what, Latias? I have you shiny now. What now, Latias? How does it feel? What's up, Sparkly Snow? I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think there's anything they could do with how formula... The anime is just made to bring in, like, a younger crowd. It's just not gonna have that much emotional depth for me to really want to ever tune in. It's not like a, you know, like a Digimon Tamers or hell, even just original Digimon Adventure. It doesn't have deep characters or big motivations or anything like that. It's just a light-hearted kid show to get you to buy merchandise. I think it's probably because it had more structure. I think that's why, like, the anime worked so well, because they killed it with the structure. Like, getting the badges, progressing and getting the badges and growing with your Pokemon and then fighting the league and the champion. Like, that is just a chef's kiss structure right there. But when you have characters like Liko and Roy who are not going through and getting like all the badges. I mean, they fight gym leaders and stuff, but that's not really their goal, you know. So their structure, their show is just a lot different. GG, Latios just got destroyed. Haha! How does it feel, Miss Latios? Yeah, I think that's why people did like the Sun and Moon season, because it was a bit more fun. What are their goals? I think Liko is the ancestor of some guy. They're all connected to that big, goofy ship that they fly on. If Latios was shiny here, I would have turned my game off. You live another day, Latios. You live another day. Also, I really don't like that new character they've introduced with the time skip with the Dragonite in the Sableye. Horizons just has like a bajillion side characters, unfortunately. Alright, chat. You guys were too quick. I was gonna get up for a second. Give me one moment. Alright. Ult. Is that Ult? His name? He gets 2 megas and neither Liko or Doc get any. Yeah, that almost feels like only boys can mega evolve. Okay, Pokemon Horizons. Also, I could have timed that better because ads are gonna play, but we're still in the beginning, so you won't miss much. I also don't like the captain. I think one of Horizon's goofiest things was trying to pretend like they killed the captain, the white-haired Gary Stu-ass guy off. Oh no. This is Palkia. I believe Palkia is the only water type I have left. Oh, I don't want to fight Palkia. No. Oh boy, what do we do here? Used Mewtwo? Yeah, Mewtwo can win you some matches. Unlike Pyukumuku, who will win you nothing. You know, it's funny, we just talked about how Wobbuffet disappeared and they don't really make gimmick Pokemon anymore. Pyukumuku is a gimmick Pokemon. Pyukumuku is a gimmick Pokemon through and through. Building. They should have given Liko an Annihilate. That would have been funny. That would have been great. A replacement for Clement's gym. Every 12 hours, a new Gigantamax Duraludon has to go take the place of the tower. Rosebud. She should. Gigantamax Duraludon's hands are so funny. I mean, the whole Pokemon is a building. So it kind of speaks for itself. In the Pokemon anime, it seems to be cruising, doing fine, but when are we gonna get a new movie? It almost feels like they're just not even interested in doing movies anymore. They're like, well, we had a good run, we're done now. Which I feel like is a mistake. Can't remember if she has Magic Bounce or not. Yeah, here's a game where Ironhead doesn't whiff. Okay, no Magic Bounce. Yeah, Pokemon Hero is a classic. To me, the first 5 movies are like the peak nostalgic ones. the battlefield got weird. Thanks for that. I think Heroes just has a really fun setting. Like the water, that city is so magical. It's just a nice city. Oh, and can't forget Mewtwo Returns. That's a banger. Cradily, you must live. I don't know, again, like, the Mario movie made $1 billion. I'm surprised Pokemon doesn't look at that and like, rub their hands together and be like, now it's our turn. I guess they were scarred from Detective Pikachu not earning as much money as they wanted. Vitamin C's Vacation. Now that's an iconic song. Yeah, all the Pikachu shorts before the movies. The first movie in general has a great soundtrack. I hope they don't, oh man, I hope they don't give us some sort of like garbage album for this anniversary year. Like, they can keep it. I'm not interested. Oh yeah, speaking of the anniversary, chat, they put up a bunch of anniversary stuff on the Pokemon Center today. Nobody took Hatterene. I guess. Like, we're fighting Palkia. A live-action Pokemon movie was as misdirected as a live-action Dragon Ball movie. I don't think Detective Pikachu is that bad, but... It's like, yeah, why can't they just animate it? Why can't we just have a fully animated movie? It would look so much nicer. It's because of general audiences. What if this Disney movie was live action? Those people. That's why this keeps happening. All the people that made like Lilo and Stitch $1 billion. Like, that's why this keeps happening. Somebody brought up the live-action How to Train Your Dragon movie the other day, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot about that. It's like that movie barely existed. The Detective Pikachu Mewtwo plush. A classic. Detective Pikachu is one of Ryan Reynolds' like best roles, and I'm not even joking. Look at the type of movies he's been in lately, and then look at Detective Pikachu. Again, with Detective Pikachu, Tim and Pikachu are not the problem with that movie. It's a weird plot. Quiver Dance. Apparently that's Victory Dance in Japanese. Yeah, all the weird celebrity drama around him. Yeah, he says, "Get me the hell out of here," in Pikachu's voice. Get me the hell out of here! That movie also implies that Pokemon scars are permanent. That Charizard gets permanently scarred. Imagine if after like 100 battles, your Pokemon would have battle wounds and scars. That would be nuts. They would never do that, but that would be nuts. People always say a lot of those RJ Palmer designs are kind of scary, and they're right, but I do think some of them looked alright. Raichu's tail reaches to the heavens when it does that. Gonna bump against Arceus' staircase. Yeah, your Bulbasaur just goes up in flames. Your Blossom is just permanently... Her little leaf skirt just singed, scorched, burned. Detective Pikachu had a few, I don't know, risks, I guess. Because again, you have to think about when this movie came out and how Pokemon was kind of slumping. This was pre-Pokemon Go, which they came out the same year, didn't they? I actually can't remember, but this was before Pokemon Go, so... This was X and Y era, before Gen 7. This was right after Gen 5. So they wanted that movie to bring in new fans, new people. And then it just all sorted itself out because Pokemon Go came out and blew up the world. Yeah, Sonic 3 was surprisingly decent. I don't know if they can pull that off again with Sonic 4. Because Sonic 3 has heart. It's like, so many modern things are just missing sincerity. They're full of quips and jokes and shit. Insincere. Gotta have a little bit of... heart. A little bit of sincerity. Good night, Yeti. Have a good one. Or enjoy your dinner. Enjoy the den. It's tough too, because if they did make like a general Pokemon movie, I feel like it would just be all Gen 1. Because they will want to have the widest net. Yeah, that triggered Wigglytuff's competitive. Let's go. You're the tough. Yeah, the Quirk Chungus millennial writing. He's right behind me, isn't he? That just happened. Yeah, Gen 1 plus Lucario. Plus Greninja. Man, you know one of the ugliest Pokemon in Detective Pikachu? Ironically enough, is Gengar. If you don't remember what Gengar looked like in Detective Pikachu. Hideous. Hideous. That was pretty foul. I liked Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime's shoulders being like kickballs amused me. Yeah, Torterra. You know who was great in Detective Pikachu? Bulbasaur. The scene with the Bulbasaurs and all the Morlols when they go and meet Mewtwo. Bulbasaur might actually be the cutest Pokemon in that movie. Like, they kind of stumble a little. They're just very cute. They're like, yeah, that's a little guy. A little creature. A little baby. Little bulb. Killed by Ancient Power Cradily. GG's. Time to waste one of my 3 love balls on you, pal pal. Lickitung. If I remember correctly, Lickitung looked pretty good in Detective Pikachu. It'd be nice if Game Freak remembered Licky Licky existed. Alright. No. 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 Palkia. I hate you. I've had Dialga shiny for like 5 years. Palkia's still like, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Alright, chat, let's do a few more. Slimy but accurate. Yeah, Dialga was punctual. Palkia is not. I got Dialga and I think 24 rounds, I want to say. I was on such a roll when I first started Dynamax Adventures. 2 for Rayquaza, 4 for Lunala, 24, I think, for Dialga, like 27 for Yveltal. Some real classics. Alright, one more slot left if anyone wants it. Perfect. Alright, let's go. Gabagool, Tauros. Alright, we'll take Duraludon again. Sure. Welcome back. With the first pick in the draft, Silver selects Duraludon. Dark? Well, that could only mean one boy, and he likes to yell. It's Guzzlord. I think War Turtle has Ice Beam. I can't remember. I think it does. Wow, we're getting a Guzzlord match tonight. Very good. You know why I like Guzzlord, chat? Because he's very easy. Oh, come on! The servers are not stable, guys. Speaking of Lickitung, there's Lickitung. Yeah, I'm with all NPCs. Damn, that sucks. I think they needed to do a little bit more server maintenance. I've been kicked twice tonight. And you guys know it's not my internet because I'm still live. I think we needed a bit more maintenance there, fellas. New key artwork has been released to commemorate the opening of Poke Park Kanto. I hope we don't have to hear about Poke Park Kanto in the presents. Or if they do, have it for the Japanese side only. I'm good. Don't hurt Tauros. Why haven't they done Bouffalant in a Legends game yet? Where's Boof? Imagine a Shalfa Bouffalant. I might be the first person to ever say that. Yeah, it's like the park is open. We get it. Go. You guys have fun anyway. Like, it's hard enough to afford theme parks in my own country, let alone ones in other countries. Yeah, the Ghibli Park does look much better. It's easy for them too, because Ghibli has so much whimsical, like, their movies are so filled with fantastical, whimsy stuff that you would like to see as like a statue in a park. Tentacruel or Durant? Durant. It's been a while since I've seen somebody go to the Ghibli Park or watched a video of somebody like being there. I want to say it was more nature, more naturey. I think that's what kind of feels a little off about the Poke Park Kanto, is that it's very artificial feeling, fake grass, the bricks, everything is so overly clean and sterile feeling. Yeah, I mean, Detective Pikachu is not a flop. It just didn't make $1 billion, which is what they wanted. They wanted Mario movie money. Alright, Tauros is getting bullied. Don't miss. Thanks. God Why are you going for grassy terrain? The NPCs come back and we're already thrown into it. Into the thick of it. I've always heard that the Disney parks in Japan are like some of the nicest theme parks on the planet. Honestly, if I did go to Japan, I probably would rather go to Tokyo Disney Sea than the Poke Park. Oh, that's why the Tauros keeps dying, because this dumb little girl's going for freaking close combat. The NPC doing NPC things. Why do I feel like the children NPCs are the worst ones? It was the children who were wrong. Okay, I'm getting a lot of tweets from people who are at Poke Park. The Japanese Disney park at least once said it was fun and somewhat different. Yeah, I've heard Tokyo Disney Sea is just, well, I mean, I've watched videos of people being there. That's as close as I can get right now. And it's a very pretty park. But those parks seem to succeed because they're run by, I believe they're called the Oriental Land Company. It's the company that actually owns the land. So Disney doesn't have all their fingers in that pie. It's probably why it's nice and run better. Which didn't Disney just get a new CEO? Is Iger done? Hope the new guy can do a better job than the last two. His name, hopefully his name isn't Bob.
Welcome back.
Hey, Derek, thanks for the 13 months. Return to the Max. We're fighting Guzzlord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back. Oh boy. We're also losing. Josh, okay. Not a Bob. What is stupid Durant doing? Go for X Scissor! Why am I cheering these morons? Thank you, William. Thanks for doing your job, William. Dragon Rush! That makes me think of Garchomp now. Wow, we're getting beaten! Guzzlord's gonna beat us here. Oh. That sucks. Ooh, I'm feeling a little tilt in my blood right now. Feeling a little tilted. Stupid. Stupid. You stupid. The NPCs in this mode will do that to you. Yeah, I saw some of the Disney people saying that you can tell this guy is going to be better because of how many pictures people have with him. This guy has been, I think he was the head of theme parks before, so a lot of people have met this guy. Because nobody was posting pictures with Bob Chapek. Ain't nobody posted pictures out there with Bob Chapek. But we'll see. You should put some animals back in Animal Kingdom. They're gutting Animal Kingdom to where it's just kingdom. But we've got to put Encanto in. This will probably be the last round for tonight, chat. So if you want in, now's the time. You got 1:40. And I think tomorrow I'll do some Sapphire, and then Saturday we'll go back to ZA. Then Sunday's the Super Bowl. Yeah, people always dumped on Michael Eisner, but he is responsible for a lot of the great shit in the parks, especially. Had a lot of good movies released under his rule. I was gonna say rule, but that he's not a monarch. I mean, they have so much power. Maybe they could be considered. Maybe they could be considered a monarch. The Empire of Disney. They could have a great improvement if they stopped making live-action trash movies. Oh, Scoliopede's in here too. Yet another Pokemon that's received a Mega in ZA. Oh my god, the Guzzlord Salty Run back. Yes! Perfect. We're gonna get his ass now, chat. He ain't walking away from this one. Enchanted. I didn't even like that movie. I still don't like that movie. Amy Adams is in a lot of bad movies. Chewbat. There's a Pokemon I sometimes forget exists. Sorry, my friend, you're not going to appreciate this Thunderbolt. Also, has anyone seen Markiplier's movie in theaters? It's Amy Adams at Has-Been Hotel. Case in point, then. Oh my god. Her agent sabotages her. I'm happy the movie's doing well, and like, good for Markiplier, but man, are some of his fans too much. I haven't seen it, but a few reviews I did see said that they thought he was a good actor. So good for him. What else is even out? Like, what competition does it even have? Good roll? Okay, maybe not. He financed the movie himself, yeah. He didn't do any tacky Kickstarters or anything. Because he's a multimillionaire. He has a lot of money. Nothing I find more distasteful than rich people having Kickstarters. I already have millions of dollars, but you guys can give me more money. And it's just nice to see a smaller project, you know, not a big IP sequel, whatever, do well. Crypto fetch, yeah, that is worse. That is worse.
Reggie Steele.
Not quite. I wish the Reggies were in here, though. He said that with so much poise. Reggie Steele. Yeah. Yeah, Reggie Steele. He gave Senti Scorch water absorb. That's so nice of you, Araquanid. You shouldn't have. Thank you. Oh, so speaking of desperate, what are these new Overwatch characters? What happened to that, to the art design that franchise used to have? My god. Yeah, Araquanid is actually quite good against Kyogre. You can entrainment water absorb on all your teammates. So a little pro tip there. If you're fighting Kyogre or a water type boss and you see Arachnid, good pickup. Activision Blizzard truly got off the deep end. Overwatch 2 is dropping the 2 and the game will just be called Overwatch moving forward. What a failure. What a I wish I was paid the money that the people at Activision Blizzard were paid to tank their company. Is that Alcremie? Oh, that's the kiss of death for Guzzlord. Misty Seed, Psychic Seed, Shell Bell, Lefties. Sure. It's just funny how many of these Overwatch heroes are just carbon copies of other Overwatch heroes. It used to be, I swear, when Overwatch first came out, like, There were some great designs, like Bastion and just fun designs, and I don't know what happened. Like they announced a new a cat in a jetpack. It's like, okay, Jeff the Land Shark. They're trying to reheat Marvel Rivals leftovers. We're in unseen levels of snake eating itself. What's up, everybody coming in? We are about to fight Guzzlord. Very exciting stuff. Our first Dynamax adventure stream in quite a while. I'll try to do one of these like per week, I think, is a good balance for this. Dante Scourge puts its all into every single one of its attacks. Get out of here, Cake. Then lit a match. Yeah, they they lit a match, they threw it into the room, and then they ran away. Put their fingers in their ears, close their eyes. Alcremie is one of Dynamax's best and brightest. It's an easy S tier Pokemon. It is very good. Especially when we're about to go fight Guzzlord. Who is Dark Dragon. Yeah, not only is I feel like people are not only am I a little bit fatigued of it, but I feel like other people are too. Like whenever I make donuts and I see the viewer count drop a little bit, it's like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. How much money some companies waste to create garbage, I know. It's sickening if you think about it for too long. Oh, Alcremie! She's out here taking lives. I don't need it, Max. We don't even need to have the cake. Acid spray combined with Alcremie is disgusting. This poor fool has no idea. GG. I'd like to report a moida. Sorry, Guzzlord, that's what you get for killing me last round. Now I just need Guzzlord, Nihilego, and Celesteela for my UBs. That's it. That's it. That's all I need. Well, and Poipole and Naga, but they don't count. Alright, let's see, chat. Let's see. Nope. 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 Aw, no screaming white pumpkin. I don't mind if Guzzlord sticks around because it's an easy... Like, if my last two Pokemon are like Celesteela and Palkia, I'll cry. If my last two Pokemon are like Celesteela and Palkia, I'll be so upset. Alright, let's trade some ore. Now, again, why they couldn't put the other Apri balls in here, besides just Premier and Beast, I'll never know, but... That's one thing I will give credit for ZA. They brought back the Apri balls. In a way that you can get a lot of them, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I did get a shiny tonight, chat. I got another Kangaskhan. How is this possible? Back-to-back shiny Kangaskhan's. That is so weird. One is serious and one is hardy. So, you know, I would say Dynamax Adventures Return to the Max has been successful. I would say it's been successful. Yeah, if you're new, chat, we used to do Dynamax Adventures all the time, and I think it's time to put it back in the rotation because it's very fun. It's fun to play with chat. It's fun to get shinies, and it's just a good way to shiny hunt. Methinks. That's just my opinion. But yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. Feel free to share your shinies in the Discord. Shout out to the YouTube viewers and the VOD watchers. I appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out, chat. Thanks for all the resubs as well. Appreciate you all. And yeah, this was fun. This was fun. Dynamax Adventures just rules. So, we'll have to queue another one of these up very soon. But more Sapphire tomorrow, chat. That will be super chill. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you all later. Cheers. Ta-ta.